Hello, everybody. Welcome to the blueprint for unlocking your momentum. I have been experiencing really astounding results for myself, and my clients are getting the exact same results. We actually have a group where we're all sharing our celebrations, and it's like these women came into my realm, with businesses that were up and running and they were successful, but they wanted to get to the next level. And they were stuck. They were kind of getting burned out. They were frustrated with themselves. They weren't, performing it at their potential. And what is happening right now is across the board, all of us are unlocked, unblocked, we're blissed out, not bummed out. We are implementing insanely, and we are having passion and excitement and joy about our businesses again. We are reconnected at a whole different level, and shit is just happening and popping and snapping, and it's really exciting. So I wanted to share with you today kind of what we've been doing, or the journey I've kind of walked my clients through, and to share with you something super exciting that I am birthing right now that I would love for you to be a part of. So here are the steps that I go through with all of my clients and that I have been doing for myself over the years. So in order to have kind of a blueprint or a map for unlocking your momentum, the very first step, and you've heard this in a million coaching calls, the very first step is you really have to get crystal clear on your vision. Yeah, I'm the person that's like, oh, barf. Every coaching program I've ever done always starts me with that. But I have been studying the law of attraction and quantum physics for many, many years. I have been studying brain science for many, many years. And I cannot tell you enough that that vision, that first step of every coaching program, is absolutely critical. It is something you want to really spend some time on. So it's like crafting out, like, what is your ideal day? It's crafting out, where do you want to be? You've heard the thing, in 10 years, 5 years, 3 years, 1 year, 1 month, blah, 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 all that stuff, right? And I help my clients with that. And the process that I walk them through, they say, is the most detailed and in-depth and fun process, because I really just like, you just answer my questions and bam, you've got your vision. So the first step is you've got to craft your awesome life vision. The second step is based on that, and based on what you know about yourself and all the bullshit blocks that you've created for yourself. You look at that vision and you go, who do I need to become the implementer of that vision? So this is where we're crafting your CEO identity, right? I work with solopreneur women, so we're always weaving everything into the context of us creating amazing businesses and lives at the same time. So the second step is to come up with your CEO identity. Now, that's things that I help people with, and we actually come up with identity KPIs. I've actually done another video in these platforms about identity KPIs, I believe. And when I say an identity KPI, here's my list next to my desk so I can read them every day, gang. Train your brain, repetition, repetition, repetition. So my identities that I am wanting to embody, because it's all about embodiment, right, is a warrior athlete, a disciplined health goddess, a creative artist, a passionate playmate, a strategic CEO, a visibility expert, a reach out maven, a millionaire mind, a data analyst. Okay, so these are my identities that I am training my brain to help me embody. And if I'm training my brain into an identity, that identity is going to help me make decisions. It's going to help me take actions. It's going to formulate my thinking, right? So all of these things are very important. So we come up with our identity, the new CEO, and then KPIs, things to actually track, right? If you've got your goals listed out for what you want to do, I recommend 90-day blocks. I love the book, the 12-week year, right? It's basically 90-day blocks, but they make your brain think like it's a year. So when you have a lot of time on your hands, a year feels really long, and therefore you diddle daddle, 3/4 of the year, and then all of a sudden it's like, shit, I gotta go. I said I was going to do thus and thus by, December 31st, and suddenly you get productive. The mindset behind the 12-week year is that you act as if every single week is a month. So you want to get done in a month in 1 week. So you are really fucking focused, right? It changes the game of how you use your time. Anyway, so here's an example of an identity KPI, key performance indicator, which relates to my goals. So my goal of being a warrior athlete, my identity as a warrior athlete. So I write down my KPI that I'm tracking every day is I am a warrior athlete. Therefore, I do my cardio, flexibility, and strength workouts by 9 a.m. Monday through Friday. Do you notice that is a goal? But I am naming my identity to train my brain that every time I look at my goal, I'm training my brain into my identity that I want to embody. And I say, because I'm this, therefore I do this, right? So it's a whole different thing than just stating, if all I had written down was I do my cardio, flexibility, and strength workouts by 9 a.m. Monday through Friday. That's not nearly as motivating as when I start that sentence with, I am a warrior athlete, therefore I. Okay. You see the difference? It's all about getting in the back door of the brain and tricking it into performing a certain way. Anyway, so we develop our identities and we develop our identity KPIs. Then we begin to create morning and evening rituals that we are focusing on leveraging the law of attraction for the end scene of our biggest goal that we really, really want to move the needle on. And for all of us, it's usually a certain level of achievement in our business, revenue, maybe, number of clients, maybe, launching a new program, maybe, having an automated webinar, maybe, who knows what it could be for you. But so it's the really big goal that if you were to get a change about that, it would change everything. So then we set ourselves up with morning and PM rituals that will actually begin to put out the vibration to this quantum field that we live in to call in the manifestation of what it is that we're trying to manifest. And there's a bunch of steps in that and a bunch of things in that. I'm not going to go deeper in that, but for those of you that are already doing your work, you kind of get the idea about that. All right, then here's the key. Now we've set up our goals. We've started to retrain our brain. We've started to work on things. That ritual, part of the rituals, the morning and evening, is brain training activities that I set them up with, we set us up with. But here's the thing. When you start to train your brain, when you start to focus on new higher level goals, when you start to step into a new embodiment, I can guarantee you that your monkey mind is going to start fucking ripping. It's going to get noisy. It's going to get on your shoulder. It's going to grab your hair. It's going to scream in your ear, and it is going to try to take your momentum down because it's going to lose control. Because it's realizing, holy shit, she's doing this thing every single day. If she keeps up with this, I'm going to lose control over her. So therefore, I better get noisy and I better try to derail her. So the next phase is you've got to have tools. You have to have a robust toolbox to, in the moment that your saboteur shows up, you basically dismantle it. You stop, you create a pattern interrupt. You start to fire neurons in a different way, away from fear, self-doubt, toxic negative thinking, blah, 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 all guilt, shame, all the stuff, right? And you rewire and fire some new thoughts with some patterns, and you clear the energetic structure of that belief or that thought out of your energy field. And I teach a number of different ways to do that, very powerful things, so that every time, all day long, that they encounter their saboteur, not only are they silencing it, but they're actually dismantling it. So less and less and less until it doesn't show up anymore. So that's a very cool thing. You're actually changing yourself with the tools that I give you. Then, okay, so now we got you all ramped up. We got you focused on your goal. Da, 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 da. Now you're starting to get into momentum. Here's the thing. You have got to work on your money mindset. You have got to change your brain from a scarcity set point to a wealth set point. That's part of what we've been doing, so that all of my clients, after working with me, have moved from feeling anxious, white knuckling, like trying to force the money thing, trying to, worry. They're always worrying about clients. Where's the money coming from? Blah, blah, blah. That's how they all come into my world. And by the time they are into my world after a couple of months, they realize that their fear is gone. They realize they've taken their white knuckles off the wheel and that they are living more from a place and foundation of faith, because they've seen that when they stop white knuckling, things start to happen and move. So they've all moved from a place of fear and scarcity into a place of inner peace, power, confidence, regardless of what is happening with the money. Because here's the thing, the money is the lag indicator. It is the last thing to come. The first thing to come is to start raising your vibration and bringing in more positivity into your mindset and your relationship with money. That's the first thing that happens. And all the manifesting woo stuff that we do does that. The brain training does that, blah, blah, blah. But the very last thing to come is the money. So sometimes, people are like, bam, the money comes in, the clients come in, everything blows up. And then for other people, it's way at the end, but it does come. It might come in a dribble at first. It might start to speed up. But that's one thing you have to understand, are what are the lead indicators and what is a lag indicator? Okay, a lead indicator when you're talking about money mindset is that you're beginning to feel more empowered, you're beginning to feel more hopeful, you're beginning to feel more positive, you're beginning to feel more peaceful. Your vibration is rising out of scarcity into possibility and abundance. The lag indicator is the money coming in, okay? Very important for you to understand that, because people are like, well, the money's not here yet, so it's failing me. And I'm like, no, it's not, because the money is the last thing to show up. Are you feeling better? Yeah. Are you feeling more hopeful? Yeah. Are you still focusing on scarcity? No. Are you feeling more power and peace? Yeah. Well, there you go. It's working. Just be patient. Wait for the money to show up, because it's coming. All right. So money mindset. And then the final step is building systems to improve your focus and your productivity. So you're not all over the fucking place, and you're like actually strategic and using your time for what will actually move the needle. So we learn how to A, train our brain for focus, and B, to eliminate and bring in structures and systems to help us focus on the things that are actually important for our business. There's a lot of busy work that isn't important. There is very targeted, strategic actions that will bring the majority of your success. And so we identify what those are and we start focusing on those. All right. So that is the process that I have done for myself. That is the process that for years I have been teaching here and there and everywhere in the Quantum Leap Lab and with my private coaching clients and with my Money Mojo Mastery course and my Stress Busting Resiliency program. So all of these things are out there in my world in different places. And as I'm working with people, I'm always pulling from all these different resources. Here's the thing I want you to know and to be excited about that is coming up is I am taking all of these things that have really popped all of us into high levels of excitement, passion, momentum, and focus for our businesses and our lives. And I am going to package it specifically for solopreneurs. And I am launching in the next couple of weeks the course that is called the Rebel CEO Blueprint. Why did I call it the Rebel CEO Blueprint? First of all, because I'm a fucking badass and I love rebellion and all of that stuff. I've never done anything the way everybody tells me to do it. But I want to teach you how to unleash your own rebel CEO who will identify that's the old me, that's puny me, that's the bullshit I used to propagate and buy into. And I am going to slap that shit down. So we are going to develop your inner badass. She's going to be called your rebel CEO. She's going to run your business in a really different way. She's going to run it from a point and perspective of leveraging the law of attraction, universal laws, brain training, strategy, systems, and the human energy body to help you have a more relaxed, happier, more fun journey in your life and your business as a solopreneur. So I am putting here, I'm going to pop it in right now, a link. I want you to write this link down. BambiThompson.com/upcoming-RCB. What do you think RCB stands for? The Rebel CEO Blueprint. This is going to be a beta run, which means if you purchase this program, you are going to get a very significant discount from what it will ultimately be charged. This is going to be like a major, major course. There's going to be a lot of stuff in it that I'm going to be pulling over from different places. So very high value. But the reason you want to get on the wait list is because, and it's a non-committal wait list, it's not, you're not saying you're going to buy the thing, but it's because you guys on my wait list are going to get an opportunity to sign up. And when you sign up, you're going to get some bonuses that nobody else is going to be introduced to when I launch it to the public. As a beta participant, it means you are a founding member of the program. You'll have access to the course for a year. And then if you choose to continue with, the events and the coaching and the things that I offer throughout the year sporadically, and have access to this vault, this learning vault, if you will, the course itself, then you'll pay a small fee monthly moving forward after that first year. So the benefit of being a beta member is that you're going to get me live working with you guys, and you're going to have the opportunity for me to ask you and say, hey, how can I make this better? Did this work? Did this feel right? So you guys are going to actually be in the process of me birthing this thing, pulling all the pieces together. I want to make sure I'm putting it together in the most succinct way and also not overwhelm you, because I'm a little bit of a content whore and I blast my people with a lot of stuff, and I'm trying to pull it back and piece it out in edible bites instead of like too much, too fast, right? So it is a great opportunity to have a lot of live time with me. We'll be meeting weekly for 8 weeks. This is an 8-week journey that will be starting the first class on the 20th of September. The cart for this is actually going to be opening in a couple of weeks, but on the wait list, if you join today, the wait list, I'm going to throw in some extra perks for you guys, and I'm going to throw in a super significant extra perk when you actually have the opportunity to purchase the program. And it's a significant value extra perk that only my waitlist people are going to get access to. So I hope that you will get on my wait list. You will get a series of emails that'll just, to kind of get you going, popping. But then I'm not hoping, I am planning on doing some cool things for you guys that are special because you kind of said, hey, this sounds cool. I want in. That are going to be special, that are already going to start to get you into more momentum. We're going to really start clearing some blocks for you and just getting you really excited about things that you could begin to focus on in your life that will significantly improve the quality of your life. So, anywho, that is what the blueprint is. And that is the blueprint that I will be walking my women through, who are my founding members. I'm so excited. You guys are going to be loved upon. I am a high touch coach, and I really love to make my people feel special. That's what every single one of my clients reports when they complete something with me, is that, wow, you just really touched my heart. You made me feel held. You made me believe in myself. You believed in me when I couldn't. I want that for you. I want you to be in this very special launch that I'm going to do. And I want you to be able to give me the feedback to say, I'd like this, or how about this? And, be able to help me tweak it so that it's the best thing that it can be when I actually finalize it and launch it to the public as an actual foundational course within my business portfolio. So I hope to see you pop on my list. Remember that, write it down, bambithompson.com/upcoming all caps RCB. And you will be very, very happy to be on my wait list, but you will be very, very happy if you decide that this is something that you want to do, because it is going to help you wrap up 2023 on fucking fire. It is going to help you really step into your power, your confidence, your momentum, your prosperity, your abundance, and your order, your organization. We're going to eliminate the overwhelm for you. And you are going to be running with a very cool group of very cool solopreneurs like yourself who are using woo plus strategy plus brain training plus the human energy body to make their businesses the best they can be. Have a wonderful day. Thanks so much. Take care.